In this game, YUME Penguin Monogatari, you are a penguin that has a weight problem. So, unfortunately, his girlfriend has left him for her kidnapper. Yes, looks like we have Stockholm Syndrome or something like that. But if you are able to lose weight, she says she will leave him and return to you. So your goal in this game is to get as slim as possible in order to win your girlfriend back. So we'll see exactly how slim these players get. The slimmer, the better, the faster. And the faster contestant will obviously win the race. All right, let me let Armageddon know that we are ready. And Armageddon is ready, and it looks like the race is going to start in 10 seconds, but there is also a delay. So, as soon as these guys go, I will start the timer. And it looks like we have just started. So, starting off in this tutorial, you want to avoid the items right there, and random effect just happened to run into the enemy right there, so that's going to cost him just a couple of seconds. Let's see how these guys do on the level 1. Level 1, in my opinion, is actually the hardest level. So Armageddon has the early advantage here. Oh, tripped up a little bit right there. That's going to even things out quite a bit. So random effect, trying to avoid the apples. You definitely do not want to eat in this game. Eating causes you to gain weight. And that is what you want to avoid. And Armageddon just shaped up. Now he is in the best condition he can possibly be in. And when you are in the best condition you can be in, you get a little bit of a power pill right there that gives you some invincibility for a while. Armageddon trying to finish up level 1 right here. Random effect struggling a little bit. He is still not quite in top physical condition just yet. He's going to need a couple of protein shakes, and there he goes. He gets it. Now he is shaped up, and he can bark at the enemies as Armageddon wraps up level 1. So Armageddon with about a 15-second lead so far. Well, let's see how long it takes random effect exactly to finish this level. He's taking his time, making sure he's not making a mistake. Better safe than sorry. And it looks like he made it about 20 seconds after Armageddon did. Maybe 25. So let's see how Armageddon does in level 2. Now, in level 2, the main thing you want to work on in this level is you want to make sure that you get enough clocks, because you do not want to run out of time. The more time you waste in this auto-scrolling level, the longer it takes you to beat the final boss, the more likely you are to run out of time. So you need to make sure you get enough clocks that the enemies drop. You also want to make sure you're in tip-top condition. The clock, the heart, that is, if you see the heart on the shape-up bar at the bottom right there, I don't know why this keeps on doing this. It's driving me crazy. I don't know why Armageddon's stream keeps on doing that. I apologize about that. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. I'm trying to make it stop. But anyway, the heart at the bottom of your shape-up bar down there, how fit you are, you want to be more fit than that heart. If not, you have a broken heart. If you finish the level with a broken heart, you have to redo the level, and that can really set you back in a race if you have to do that. So, the winner of this game will go up to... Okay, right now, these guys are in the cesspool bracket. The cesspool bracket is the lower tier bracket of the tournament. The winner of this race will move up to the upper deck bracket. And the upper deck bracket is where the real competition is. We just kind of ignore these guys, you know. The cesspool, you know, they're the bottom feeders. So, as whoever is moving up in this race right here is going to start being taken seriously for the next season. So, Armageddon time is now facing the final boss of level 2. You have to eat a couple of apples against this boss. That's not a big problem. The most important thing is just to try to collect as many protein shakes as you can. And Armageddon is handling him pretty well. He's got his fat level very low, and he defeats the boss with just about 6 seconds left. His timer was almost out right there. So that was really good timing right there. You don't want a lot of time left because it does take time, a couple of seconds, for the time to drain off at the end of the level after you've defeated it. So it's a good idea to get as low time as possible. And he did quite well. Random Effect finishes level 2. So everything looking pretty good for these runners so far. Random Effect still about 15 to 20 seconds behind. Armageddon time in level 3. Level 3 is not an auto-scroller, so here's time for one of the contestants to really pull away from the other. Let's see what happens here. Armageddon time takes pretty safe strategies up the clouds, and he gets the propeller cap. Random Effect, let's see how he does up to the propeller cap. He's doing a couple of safe strategies himself. Oh, and he happens to eat. Did he lose his... He did not lose his conditioning, though. He did not move down a conditioning level. Armageddon time, ready for the level 3 boss. Yes, these levels are extremely short. And let's see how he handles the BBC. That's Big Bad Cloud for all you perverts out there. And he handles them very well. Armageddon with an impressive time so far. Finishing level 3 with a time of about 5:10. That is a very impressive time. And here goes Random Effect against the BBC. Let's see how he does. And looks like he's doing okay to start out. Doing a couple of safe strats right here. It is going to set him back just a little bit, probably. And Random Effect gets a pretty decent kill as well. And he shapes up a little bit with that time running down. The more time you have left, the better conditioning you have after you finish the level. But that's not really a big deal since level 4 is an auto-scroll. Once again, the auto-scrolling level, and you want to get at least 3, I believe it is. No, excuse me. You only need to get 1 clock in this level if you know how to beat the boss as quickly as possible. However, these runners, that's like YOLO strats, is I believe what it's called, if you only get 1 clock. So these runners are probably going to get 3, maybe 4 clocks in this level. Let's see how they do. Now, the annoying part about this level is if you run into a wall, you gain weight. If you run into an enemy, you gain weight. If you run into any enemy projectile, you gain weight. So you definitely want to avoid as many enemies as possible. Any of these guys can cause you to gain weight. So you want to avoid them as much as possible. And this computer really needs to stop doing that. Not sure why. It keeps on doing that. It's driving me crazy. I do not have the mouse on there. It just happens randomly, it seems. I apologize about that. I'm just not sure how to fix it. So, heading into level, getting ready to shape up right now, Armageddon. You notice that it stopped right there. The auto-scrolling stopped for a little bit. If the auto-scrolling stops, Armageddon got hit again. That causes you to lose a couple seconds. So he's lost about 4 to 5 seconds having to shape up twice in this level so far. That gives, well, actually, Random Effect is going to have to shape up as well. So that time is canceled out right there. So we've got a pretty close race going on here. Armageddon time has been leading since the beginning, really. But it's pretty close. We don't want to count out Random Effect just yet. Anything could happen at the boss in this level, as Armageddon is getting very close to him. And Armageddon has plenty of time. He does not need to worry about his time right now, but he does need to make sure he gets enough of these protein shakes against the Macho Bird, Raven Savage. Oh, yeah! Let's see how he does against the Macho Bird. Staying to the right, collecting all the protein shakes he possibly can. And let's see what kind of strategy he goes for. It looks like he's using... Oh, he did not get the quick kill on the Macho Bird Raven Savage. Let's see if a Random Effect is able to do that. If he is, it's going to be an opportunity for him to really catch up here. Let's see how Random Effect does against this part right here. And it looks... Oh, nope, he's not able to get the quick kill either. So no equalizer, no catching up right here. Let's see what happens. Armageddon Time defeats the level 4 boss, Macho Bird Raven Savage. And right now, oh, random effect has to go 3 cycles. Hopefully he'll have enough time. He has 60 seconds. He should have enough time. Armageddon goes to level 5. Now, level 5, this is the real equalizer level right here, as Rose City Saint tells you in chat. All right. Random effect finally defeats the level 4 boss. Let's see if he is able to catch up at all to Armageddon Time. Armageddon Time gets the invincibility in this level. Let's see if he's able to get the second one. No, he's not able to get the second one, but he's still doing pretty well, pretty solid in this level so far. As random effect starts level 5, let's see how he does. Is he going to be able to catch up at all? Right here. And Armageddon Time on to the level 5 boss, Captain Condom. Let's see how he does against him. He is able to get the quick hit on the first 2 times. Here's number 3. Yes, he's able to get the quick hit right there. Going for number 4. And all he needs is one more hit on Captain Condom, and he's good, and he gets it. So, Armageddon Time moves on to the final level, level 6. In the meantime, random effect might be catching up a little bit right here. He gets both invulnerabilities, heading on to the level 5 boss. So that's going to catch him up a little bit, as long as he takes out this level 5 boss quickly. Let's see what happens right here. He gets the first hit. Second hit, nicely done. As Armageddon heads into level 6. Let's see if Armageddon gets the big fly right here. Nope, he does not get the really far fly, but oh, and random effect is running into some problems right here. Armageddon Time pulls ahead even further, but Armageddon falls into the water. He becomes obese. That is really going to hurt Armageddon right there, as it's really difficult to catch up in the level 6 boss. Random effect has one more hit, I believe, to go on the Captain Condom. Let's see if he's able to do it. Not yet, nope. He's got plenty of time, that's not a problem. The problem is just trying to get past this guy. And he's not quite able to do it. The Captain Condom catches the barrels unless his back's turned, and there it is. There's the final hit. Now, Armageddon Time is on the final boss here. However, he is obese. That is a problem. He needs to eat as many protein shakes as he can to eliminate his obesity problem. And this thing is driving me crazy. I don't know why it's doing that. It keeps on telling me Armageddon is streaming. Yes, I know. Okay, so he's trying to take out the second fist as random effect heads on to level 6. Alright, he's able to shape up once, but he still has to shape up again. And Armageddon really struggling right here. Got to get... And the problem is the boss is so stingy with the protein shakes right here. There's one. Get it? Yes, he got it. You definitely don't want to kill the boss too soon. And random effect, he really has an opportunity right here to win. As long as he doesn't end up eating an apple or anything, it looks like random effect has the upper hand here. And Armageddon shapes up. He still has a broken arm. No, he does not have a broken arm. This is going to be a photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens here. This is really exciting. And Armageddon Time wins it! Armageddon Time, with a time of 12 minutes and 47 seconds, has won first place. And random effect, he just finishes as well, with a time of 12 minutes and 56 seconds. What a race. What a race. Well, that was most enjoyable. We have to thank Armageddon Time for making it dramatic at the end right there. But that was quite a race. Great job, guys. I hope they come in here and we can do some post-game interviews. So let's see what they do. Great race between the two of them. 12 minutes and 47 seconds for Armageddon. 12 minutes and 56 seconds for random effect. So this means Armageddon Time is moving on to the final. And he is a rookie. Armageddon Time, this is his first season in the SHI tournament. So as a rookie, Armageddon Time moving on to the final in the cesspool bracket. So congratulations to him. And Random Effect, really good effort
Hello.
right there. And there he is joining us. Hello, Armageddon Time.
Oh my god, talk about skin of my teeth.
What a race, guys. Wow.
Woo!
Armageddon Time, you were ahead by a little bit, almost the entire race. About 15 to 20 seconds you were ahead almost the entire race. And then at the very end right there, you really tried to throw it away by falling in the water in level 6. Tell us about that right there. What happened?
I was, the thing is, I'd practiced a little bit earlier today, and I was hitting those jumps like bam, bam, bam. I was like, I'm not gonna miss these at all. I'm gonna do level 6 perfectly. But the being under those hot lights came back to haunt me. I got a little overconfident, and that's just what happens, man.
A little bit overconfident. So no safe strategies in level 6, right?
Nope, I was going for it. I was gunning for it. This is a race.
Not
I
really,
for all I knew, random effect was done.
not really a bad decision either, considering Random Effect almost caught you there. Random Effect, hello. Very nice race, man. Can you talk to us about it a little bit?
My boss fights suck. That's about it.
You
I
struggled.
was practicing before this race too, and like I was hitting pretty good boss fights, and I just did horribly. Like this is of the like practice I did for the last hour. This was the worst I did.
Now
It was terrible.
in the very first level, actually in the introduction level, actually you hit the enemy at the very beginning, and that
Yeah, I did
set
that
you
in
back.
practice too.
That set you back a little bit, and you never really recovered from there. You were always about 15, 20, 25 seconds behind Armageddon until Armageddon became obese in level 6.
Oops.
And when that happened, it's really hard to recover on that boss. It was a really, really close race at the end right there.
Yeah, that's why I never go for those jumps in the water. I've fallen in too many times, so
I
I
noticed
don't
when you
go
were
for it anymore.
practicing, you were playing safe right there at the end. I noticed that during your
Yeah, I'll
practice.
100% do that in races.
I was gunning for it. You saw what happened.
Yep, very different strategies. So Armageddon, this being the semifinal matchup in the cesspool bracket, you are moving on to the final as a rookie. So tell us how that feels.
Um, well, I gotta say, I got nothing but my team to thank, and of course, God, go to Disney World, my mom, family.
Wow, you
Uh,
think that he won the race? You think he won the championship already, wouldn't you?
as far as I'm concerned, I won the championship of friendship, you guys.
The championship. What a champion of
Aw.
life. In the meantime,
Who doesn't have friendship?
Random Effect, how does it feel to become so close to moving up to the upper deck bracket, but just falling at the very last second?
That's all right. We'll get them next time. This was a fun game. It was a great race, and you know, I don't mind being down here. And maybe next game we'll make some improvements and get better luck and move up.
Can't
Hey,
argue with that attitude right there. Can't argue with that attitude at all.
Random, you got the skills to pay the bills. Sometimes it really is just luck.
In this game, it's not so much. There's very little luck in this game. I think it was just my execution on three bosses. Basically, I did a three cycle on the bird boss. I did
Macho
a macho bird. Yep. I did like a. I got the first like three hits in on Johnny One Eye. I don't know what you call him. Captain Condom. Yep. And then the fourth hit, I missed it. Even though I set it up correctly, it missed. And then from there, it just kind of spiraled out.
it totally sends you in like a completely different pattern.
Yeah, so I lost like 15 seconds just to that boss, and then on the final boss, I didn't I think I three or four cycled him at the very end. I one cycled one arm, I two cycled another, and then I four cycled I think and that's basically the bosses is where I basically lost this race, unfortunately.
Yeah,
How
if
many
you,
times?
that's the thing
How many
about
times
this
I
game.
fight the last boss? I never really improved. I've always been kind of mediocre at the last boss.
That's the thing
It's
about this
tough.
game, though. If you happen to go outside of your practicing comfort, if something bad happens, it's going to spiral down quickly in this game. And
Yes.
several of the SHI tournament games have been like that so far, especially when things happen where like you lose power ups if you get hit, which especially happens in this game right here. If you really need to practice those worst case scenarios in order to make up for it if it happens in a race.
Yeah,
Some of the best spiral out of controls that I've seen was during the first one with the Cliffs of Insanity.
And with roller games in season one,
Yes.
yes, that game was probably the hardest game we have played so far. As
Well,
far as losing health goes, you really can't lose that much health. As far as losing power ups goes, you really can't lose power ups either in that game. So it's a completely different kind of spiraling out of control. If you would fall off a cliff in the Cliffs of Insanity, it would rattle you, and then they would only make it worse that way. So.
yeah, this game isn't all that difficult. It's more just a matter of you're taking big risks, and it either pays off or well, you take a drink.
yeah. This game as a race game, this actually was really nice because it's a very easy game to get through casually, and therefore, and to get a decent time. Like the first time I played this, without knowing anything about the game, I think I did a 15-minute time. So,
Wow.
I agree
like,
that this is the easiest game in the SHI tournament so far. It's very interesting that you cannot die in this game. It is impossible to die.
that's true.
That is true.
It's very
You just
strange,
get fat.
but you know, if you do run out of time, though, that's the only way to really die, quote unquote. But you don't really actually die. You just run out of time, and then your girlfriend calls you and says, "Hey, you're still fat. I don't want you."
You don't die so much as you fail.
Yeah.
Yep, you fail to save your girlfriend from her kidnapper, despite the fact that even if you finished a level, if you're too fat, she doesn't want you. She'd rather stay with her kidnapper.
Oh, the irony.
Yes, oh, the ironing is delicious.
Well,
All right,
guys,
gentlemen, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for the race Armageddon, and thanks for the restream and the commentary, Coach Crab. I do appreciate it.
thank you, Random
Good luck in the
Effect.
next races,
Random.
Very good
and I'll
race
see
tonight,
you guys.
Random.
Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.
All right,
See you, Random Effect.
you have a great night, Armageddon. Congratulations on moving up to the upper deck in the season 5,
I'm
and
moving on up to the east side.
moving on up to the big boys, right? No longer in elementary school. You're going to college next, right? The pros.
Go to college. Yeah.